Hello, everybody. This is Vincent here, host of the Vincents Lane Podcast. And before the video starts, I want to give a quick shout out to Jindie for being on this episode of the podcast. It really means a lot to me. And unfortunately, the audio did kind of get messed up, and the quality wasn't the best because they are halfway across the world, and the internet isn't really the best connecting between the two of us. So just be wary of that. The audio quality isn't the best, the video quality isn't the best, but I really try to make the most out of the situation. And I really don't think it'll make that much of an impact on this episode, but this is just a quick reminder of that. But anyways, hope you guys enjoy the episode, and peace out. Extremely special guests with us today. One of my favorite bands, hailing all the way across the world from Laos, we have Jindie. Say hi, guys.
Hey, what up? We're Jindie.
So you guys can go ahead and introduce yourselves really quickly.
So my name's Alec. I'm the guitarist and I make most of the stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and my name is John. I work with Alec on some songs, and I also come around the studio to experiment stuff out most of the time. And I play bass for the band.
Awesome. And guys, sorry about the quality. It's not the best because they're all the way across the world. I'm over here in Texas. They're all the way there in Laos, but hopefully you guys can see them fine. Should be good enough for now. So let's take it all the way to the beginning. How did you guys meet each other?
So it was originally a high school band.
Mm-hmm.
We named it Jindie. And then right after high school, everyone went separate way, except for me and one of my friends, and we just okay, we're just gonna try out this music thing, and we used the name that we had for our high school band, which is Jindie. We kind of stuck with it. Yeah, and yeah, we all met through high school, so we're childhood friends.
So where did the name Jindie come from? What is that? I know it maybe has something to do with the name indie, indie music. Where does the J come from?
Of course. So, we were listening to a Korean band that has the lead singer name in their band name. So our lead singer at the time was a Korean guy named Jin, and we were doing indie music in high school, so we kind of went with Jindie.
Oh, okay. I see.
They flipped the name of the singer, so we kind of did similar things. Oh shit! Yeah, we kind of did similar things. There was a car accident, so yeah.
Oh shit! Really? Just now?
Yeah, that's Laos. So. Yeah.
So when did you guys have the first idea to start a band? Were you guys already playing music from an early age, or when did you guys start really playing music from the beginning?
We played music throughout high school, and we were playing a lot of Arctic Monkeys.
Oh, okay, that's a good band, yeah.
Yeah, we were playing a lot of Arctic Monkeys, and right after high school, we started listening to Mac DeMarco.
Yeah, yeah, he's cool.
And we kind of thought it doesn't sound that hard to make, so we kind of let's just try it out, and we just go for it, and yeah, it kind of worked out a bit. So
do you remember when you very first started playing the guitar? Were you good? Were you bad? Were you a prodigy? How long did it take you to kind of learn how to play an instrument?
I was a terrible musician, so. Yeah, and mostly self-taught. I got my friend who was teaching me throughout high school. We could just play bar chords, even play open chords. So yeah, kind of a little different from a lot of people.
Yeah.
But yeah, I kind of had my friend help me, and then after I grew up, I kind of learned myself through YouTube and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, just started playing Thai songs and Arctic Monkey songs. They weren't that hard for beginners.
Yeah.
Kind of pick up on.
So what were the bands? I know you said Arctic Monkeys and Mac DeMarco, but what other kind of bands do you think helped influence your guys' sound?
When you were starting, we were listening to a lot of Somersault as well. I don't know if you know them.
No.
Somersault and Bane Swirl, and they're all underground stuff. And
for sure.
Mellow Days, Fellow. So yeah, all those indie guys. Some of them are Asian indie. So Yeah.
Is there like a big kind of music scene in Laos? Is it big or is it small? Is it more underground? Is it mainstream?
It's almost non-existent, if you ask me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they don't really open to like English kind of music. They kind of our like local and
More like traditional.
Yeah, it's more like
Yeah.
traditional rock kind of music. So yeah,
There's not
and
really
we
like
next to
there's not.
Thailand, so we kind of get influenced by a lot of Thai artists.
Yeah, for sure.
So.
So you wouldn't say there's like basically any indie scene at all over there?
There's a couple band that's starting out and stuff, but they don't really do like English bass kind of music like us. Like they kind of still aiming for the Lao audience. And
yeah,
stuff,
for sure. When did you guys first start gaining sort of an audience for your music? Like when did you guys first start noticing that people were listening to your stuff and you started to gain some traction?
Actually, it's quite a miracle if you ask me. We had like back then there were channels that would repost people's songs and people were just fine with it. Like no artists were copying, right? Like they were copywriting their stuff.
Yeah.
So, and we got picked up by one of those channels, which is like really big channel, and they post like one of our hit song right now, which is "She Makes Me Wanna Die."
Yeah, I was gonna ask, like, how did that feel whenever that song? I know the song. Even I'm in Texas right now, and that song, whenever it first blew up, it has like 1 million streams on Spotify. Like, how did that feel to you guys?
Honestly, it's great.
Yeah.
It felt great because there's like the audience in like our country is almost like non-existent. So like to have that kind of feedback from like the foreigners, like kind of like it kind of felt good. Yeah, it felt really good.
Yeah, it kind of validated that what you guys were doing was kind of working in your favor.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
So now that we're on the topic of your guys' like kind of breakout, what was I want to ask about this because it's one of my favorite albums. So what was the process of making Dim Light Lady?
Oh, so for that song, it was kind of like a challenge because so my band, there's like me and another guy who's like my singer, and we like always work together. And we were in different countries. He was studying in China, and I was studying in Australia. And we kind of did that whole thing through like video calls and stuff.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, we kind of.
That was a pain in the ass.
Yeah, but it's kind of good because there was so much freedom, and they weren't like any like influencing each other much. They weren't any like, yo, I don't think this part is good enough or whatever. It's like, yo, I got a drum line here. Can you make a bass? And he was making a bass, and I'll be like, I put a guitar, add something else, stuff like that. So the workflow was actually not bad at all. And that song took us almost a year to finish just because of the distance between us. And when we meet back in Laos, we would record vocals. So we kind of had to wait. It took a long time for that.
I mean, I can imagine just from that far away. So how did you two meet? The lead singer and you, because you said you were studying in Australia and he was in China.
Yeah, when we were in high school, we were both in Laos. So
okay.
Before we,
before you guys all went your separate ways. Yeah.
Yes. So he was actually from another school, not from the same high school as me. And yeah, we met through our mutual friends. So like
So for the album, for your guys' album, what would you say besides you being so far away from each other, what was the biggest challenge of making that whole album?
For me personally, would be the engineering side of the music itself.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I was just starting to, because I went to Australia to do like a studio engineering kind of uni. So yeah, I was doing audio engineering, and I was kind of learning as well as making this album. So I kind of like take what I learned in there and put it in here, but sometimes I don't fully understand what I learned, so I can't really
just wing it.
Yeah, so it's kind of a lot of like experimenting and stuff. That was the hard part. So yeah.
So what did the name Dim That Lady come from? And like the artwork, like where did that come from?
The artwork is actually from an artist that I knew from Australia, and
You can
the name
you can shout him out if you want to.
her name is Sasha. Yeah, and
Shout out Sasha.
Sasha, and for the album name, it was just me with my girl at the time, and I don't know. I always stay in like a dim light kind of place. I don't like turning on a lot of lights. It's always dark where, so I just name it Dim Light Lady, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
I like dark. I like being in the dark. So
if you had to choose like any of your songs, what would you say is your favorite?
I haven't made it yet.
Okay. Solid.
Yeah.
What about off the
Because
album?
it's a thing. No, because it's a thing. Like right now, I'm such a better musician than I was back then.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that's why I say I haven't made like my best song yet. But my favorite song right now would be "Light Lady." Will be my favorite one right at this moment.
Okay, mine's definitely "It Must Be the Trip." Man, that was my number one listened to song on Spotify Wrapped this past year. That was like my number one song. It was. I still play every single day. It's like actually such a banger.
The story behind that song is my singer at the time was he met his girlfriend at the time while he was on LSD. So that was the whole experience. Yeah,
Wow.
so he was like, I met her, blah, blah. The lights were kind of, you know.
Yeah. I didn't even think about that. I mean, the trip, yeah, I get it, but that makes a lot more sense now that I think about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
What is the process behind writing a song for you guys? Is it some sort of complicated process? Do you guys just write it on the spot? Do you guys just freestyle?
Usually kind of on the spot.
I would say on the spot.
On the spot.
Yeah. But wouldn't be like on the spot.
Yeah.
On the spot. It's like, okay, I kind of want to do something like this. Let's say jazz chord with some hype drums or whatever. Like, it will be kind of like a concept that I just randomly thought of, like distorted guitar with like bossa nova drums and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So like, yeah.
So most of the time it's just you just feel the vibe.
Yeah, but mostly we started with the drums and then the
Okay.
bass after. And then
Okay.
we do the chord work. So like, yeah.
Do you remember oh wait, my bad.
Sorry.
No, you're good. Wait.
We made the songs after we listened to some artists at that time. That's how it feels for me. Because let's say the bossa nova idea, it didn't come until we listened to our Faye, right?
Yeah, just like a bunch of like listening and going through, list stuff. Yeah.
So, do you guys remember
we usually
my bad.
Like, we listen to a lot of old music, like just like old stuff, like Average White Band, like city pop nowadays is coming pretty hot. So we kind of listen to like a bunch of stuff, and it's like the idea just come out, and because we don't really stick to like a certain style when we write music.
Mm-hmm.
Like sometimes we write like a really slow rock. Sometimes we write like a proper indie stuff. Sometimes we write like a something more influenced by like our local music.
Mm-hmm.
So it's we don't really stick to like a style, like a specific style.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
So do you guys remember the first song you ever made?
Yes. It's called Green Darling. And
That's a good one.
Like, it's not that good actually.
I think it's pretty. I mean,
right,
I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right for a first song, but
That's recording through phone, right?
yeah, not really phones, but yeah, it was such a mess. I didn't even know how to like. Yeah, do you do music yourself?
Now I have that ukulele here, and this just sits there.
Okay.
I'm more of like a video photo kind of guy.
Okay. So when you do music, right, you have to put in a tempo.
Mm-hmm.
So like the bars and beats are set for you, so you don't have to
Yeah,
like.
like a
So you can
BPM.
copy
Yeah.
and paste stuff. Yeah, so you can copy and paste stuff, right? I didn't even know all that. So just
You just
recording the like, yeah, just like putting in paste like just like how I want it to be, and I sent it to my singer, and then he put the drum in there. I don't know how he did it. He did it by hand. He didn't like loop it.
oh he just
He didn't copy paste. Yeah, it was a whole mess, but we kind of pulled it off somehow. I didn't even know
Mhm.
what mastering is. I didn't even know
you
what
just
mixing is.
you
It
just
just sounds
laid it
great
on
and
top.
and put it out.
Wow. So you just laid it on top with no mixing, no mastering, just laid it on top of one another, just winged
Yes,
it.
yes, we had a lot of guitar effects, so
Hmm.
that's kind of like what carried us through like that first song. So yeah, that was about it.
Interesting. Interesting.
Yeah, we just put like bunch of reverb in like the vocals, so it's like
Oh
fucking
man.
trippy as shit. Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. So we're gonna move on to like some live performances stuff. So how many live performances, like concerts, do you think you guys have performed?
How many did I do with you?
One at the Fountain,
Up
Loprabang, Vinvest,
and
French Institute, Magpa. That's like 5.
yeah, like and then Kobe, about like 6 with this guy, and then before him, I was in like I had like different people playing for me, and
Hmm.
before him, it was around 4 or 5 shows. Couple
Okay,
in Thailand, couple in Laos.
just all
So
local
yeah,
stuff.
yeah, never go international, just
Do
all
you, do
local.
you have any plans in the future? Anybody watching, be on the lookout. Do you have any plans to ever go on like a world tour?
I mean, first off is whoever hired us, we'll go. Honestly.
So if I were to get you guys a booking over here, would you guys fly out?
Yeah. Yeah, of course. If everything is like taken care of and we can just play, I mean, we'll
Oh,
go.
okay,
Like,
for sure.
yeah, it's just like the opportunity never really like come like proper, and also like people in our country doesn't really like promote this type of music, you
Mhm.
know. So yeah, yeah. If the opportunity comes, we'll definitely take it. So yeah.
Anybody watching this right now? Book these guys overseas. They're for it. Okay, so I'm gonna
Yes.
go even more back to sort of like growing up in Laos. How would you say that is? Because I grew up here, like in the U.S. and Texas, pretty basic. Like, what would you say were like the highlights of? Would you say growing up in Laos? What do you like about it? What do you don't like about
Highlight.
it?
The freedom of it, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, something that like I don't know how much should I say.
No, you can go. You know, it's
No,
just
but like
no
let's
judging
say
here.
stuff like stuff like going to clubs at like under 18. Like there's no age limit here.
Oh,
Like whenever you
okay.
want to do it,
Yeah,
you
that's
can do it.
see,
You
that's
can buy
fun.
a cigarette at 12.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's fun. You can say it's
Yeah.
fun. Yeah, but yeah, that's the only highlight I would say. Freedom and stuff, because everything else about it is not going that well right now. So yeah.
In what way would you say?
Uh, Lao is yeah. The inflation and stuff is
Mm.
doing us real bad over here because our currency is not that high, anyways.
Oh,
So
gotcha.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, everything about that is bad. But apart from that, like the living aspect, like having fun, enjoying life, and stuff like that, Lao is a pretty awesome place. So like yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
What
apart
was
from that, no.
just apart from that and just whatever?
Yeah, yeah.
What was your favorite kind of Lao foods? Because I was doing some research before this, and I tried to make this thing called I'm gonna pronounce it like so shitty, like nam cow or nam cow.
Nam Khao, yeah.
Is that
Yes, yes.
is that because I tried to make it and it turned out like crap and I just threw it away. So what are you guys'
Yeah,
favorite kind of
food
Lao
is hard to make.
foods?
Um, I love me some lap. Love me some jiao bong and stuff. But yeah, Lao foods are really hard to make. If you ask me, what's your favorite?
I'd say same lap or gang no mai. It's like bamboo soup.
What's lab in English? How do you explain lab to him?
Meat.
Yeah, how'd you explain it to like an English someone who doesn't
Meat
understand? Like,
salad.
okay,
Meat salad. But sometimes they do like kind of like a raw meat,
Yeah, raw meat.
like a raw meat salad and stuff. Yeah,
Some area they put raw blood in there.
yeah,
oh, she really?
yeah, yeah. It's those kind of country, you know. So yeah.
Have you ever? Are there any foods from like foreign countries, like overseas, that you haven't tried but you want to? Like, what are some things you've always seen on TV or on YouTube that you've always wanted to try but never have? It could be like snacks, food, drinks.
Hmm. Hmm. So I saw this. I saw this shit in Australia. It's called like kami chicken. It's like a roasted chicken with like fries. I never wanted to like. I never got a chance to eat it. But like, yeah, I really, really want to try like the foreign way of like roasting chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it doesn't even look that seasoned, But like, there's so many people eating it,
Yeah.
and then there's like you had to pick like sauces, like hot chili, sweet chili sauce to eat with the chicken. So like, yeah, like the chicken itself is not that seasoned. I just want to try it. That would be me.
Gotcha. So,
Yeah.
take me through. Oh wait, sorry. We're gonna.
Oh, no. I just
Okay.
didn't have any yet. Yeah, I got food down.
Yeah.
So take me through kind of a day in the life of a member of Jindie. Like waking
You
up.
start.
What do you do?
I go to work. And
Where do
after
you work at?
Well, nobody's gonna believe it, but I'm actually a teacher teaching a grade 1 kid.
Oh, cool. Right on.
So I'll go to work for 8 hours, and then I'll get home, clean up, and then I'll come to the studio. Usually back then when I think since this beginning of the year, didn't come that often, but back then I used to come every day after work,
Mm-hmm.
and stay up until about night, maybe just hanging around, making music,
Yeah.
and then get to work. So that's pretty much it. And complain about my job to my band. I want to quit it. But yeah, but that's how life is. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
For me, I work. I do like family businesses. So like, yeah, I help with like family business.
Okay.
I was mostly managing a food court. And then,
How's that? Do you like that? Do you like doing that?
afterward, it's all right. I mean, it's just part of life, I guess.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, afterward, afterward, just straight up music.
Yeah.
Okay, we good.
All right, we good. All right, so I know music and movies, like cinema, go kind of hand in hand. Are you guys big into movies at all?
I don't watch that much, honestly.
Same.
No, not
I don't
really.
watch much movie.
If you had to
Yeah.
pick a favorite one or ones that you think are memorable, what are like your favorite movies or favorite movie?
What's your favorite movie?
Oh,
I got one. It's called The World's End, and it's by this like British guy. I forgot his name, but basically, there's like 5 friends from high school drinking. Like after they graduate,
Mm-hmm.
they have a reunion, and they were drinking beer from bar to bar, and from the middle of it, there's some alien pop up, and it was like a whole mess. It was such a mess, and I love it. Yeah, it's such a like a stoner movie. But yeah.
Gotcha.
Shawshank Redemption. Most people would know that one.
Yeah, that's a pretty well-known one. What other questions do I have on here? Let's see here.
How do you find out about us?
Oh, that's a good question. That's a great question. So basically, I was on YouTube listening to like playlists of just indie music, like on a remix kind of thing. It was like in the background. I was playing like a video game or something. And then the song "She Makes Me Want to Die" actually was I started playing, and then like I heard the opening guitar riff, and I was like, "There's something like different about the song, right?" It's like something I haven't really heard before, and so I went like on your guys' Instagram, Spotify, followed you guys. I've been following you guys ever since. I think that was right when it was made around like maybe like a year or two ago, like not right when it was made, but a little bit earlier. And I've been like listening to you guys' music for the better half of like a year or two, just nonstop. You guys were my number one artist on Spotify, and then that song, "It Must Be the Tribbles," and was my number one listened to song on Spotify of 2023. And so I had this podcast, like the one you guys we're doing right now. I did it back in 2020 when it was COVID, and like we were stuck inside all day, and like we couldn't really do anything. So I was like, why not just try to interview like some of my favorite artists and stuff. And I was like, you know what, might as well reach out to Jindie and see if they respond. And you guys did. Shout out you guys.
Yeah.
And that's how I kind of figured out about you guys, just by sheer luck.
Yes. Well, thanks for finding us out and stuff. Yeah, it's a pleasure.
I've definitely put you guys' music like on the radar and some like in my local area, in the greater Houston area. I've been trying to put people on your music for better half of a year now, and maybe sometime soon you can guys fly out here or something, or we can shoot a music video or something, and sometime in the near future, if things go right, if things kind of like build up to a bigger kind of stage.
Yes. Yeah. For now, we kind of like in this like which is making we now are making a lot of music, but we're not putting any out yet because we didn't really have this like format before where we put out a lot of music videos, 'cause we didn't do much music videos before. So now we kind of putting time and effort into that more. So yeah. So
yeah, I saw the music video for Foul Things, and it was like a pretty high quality.
Now. Yeah, we are making a lot of music now than before. So yes.
So for people watching now, is there any other releases coming soon that you want to kind of preview or kind of talk about a little bit?
Yes. We've been teasing this for a while. Yes, we do have a new music video coming out. It's probably in the next 2 weeks, either this week or next week. So yes, and it's a song that I put out. I put out a video on Instagram, like it was like 3-4 years ago, and they have this song at the background. It was not that good. It was kind of off tune ago, but a lot of people kind of like commented, and like a lot of people kind of like say that like I should finish it. I should actually do it, and I kind of went back and then do the song. So like yeah. So yeah, and it sound 1,000 times better than back then. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I've been working on the unreleased tracks.
Yeah.
Like 3-4 years ago.
Just kind of making them better quality, remixing them, remastering them.
Yeah.
What is that? It's like just going back to like the chord progression back then. Just like, oh, okay. It's just like, okay, we used to do stuff like this, and then we put like new drums or whatever we learned throughout like the way. But like, just kind of going back to like, because I feel like I don't know why back then all my songs are kind of like they have their own kind of vibe. Like they kind of have their own thing that I can't really figure it out. You know? So like even I make music now, it's like it doesn't have that vibe to it. Like it's not like a proper thing. Like when I make songs back then, I don't know why. It just sounds like it's a proper song. You know, I was just fucking around. Like my ideas back then was, I don't know. It was just like weirdly like enticing to me. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So like yeah.
Gotcha. And I think that's all the questions I have for now. Is there anything you guys want to say to anybody watching?
Yes. If you already listened to us before this, thank you. So, if you haven't heard of us, we hope you do enjoy our music. Give it a try. We're just a small band from Laos. And we're not that bad. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah.
All right.
Stay tuned for our new season.
Stay tuned, guys. All right, so I want to thank you all. Thank you guys once again for being on the podcast. Really means a lot to me. Been a long time fan.
Yeah, thank you so
this
much.
is crazy to have you guys on here. To get anybody watching here, make sure to go check out Jindie on all platforms. I'll link them down below. Make sure to go follow them, stream them, listen to them, and maybe in the future we'll be in person doing a podcast or have a music video coming. It's coming probably not anytime soon, but be on the lookout. I want to thank you guys for watching once again, and I'll see you guys in the next video.